Anglo-American fleet. An announcement by the Navy headquarters. Right from the beginning, the Imperial Navy had been monitoring the movement of the British Oriental Fleet, in particular its two main warships. The previous afternoon heralded a breakthrough when the Imperial Navy submarine discovered the planned voyage of the enemy's main vessels. In light of this, the Imperial Navy worked with the Air Force to locate the fleet of enemy vessels. Then, at 11:30 in the morning of the 10th, our submarine located the fleet off Kuantan on the east coast of the Malay Peninsula. Upon confirmation of the enemy's presence, the Imperial Navy Air Force did not pass up the opportunity of launching a bold and surprise attack. As a result, the cruiser Repulse was quickly sunk at 29 minutes past 2, with the state-of-the-art warship the Prince of Wales being attacked at the same time. The Prince of Wales sustained damage and listed to the port side. Though she bravely continued to sail, she eventually exploded at 10 minutes to 3 and sank to the bottom of the sea. To the left is the Repulse, which is on the verge of sinking. On the right lies the Prince of Wales. Though the Repulse had a mass of 32,000 tons, it sank in an instant after being struck by the huge bomb that our forces dropped. The Repulse subsequently made its way slowly to the bottom of the South Sea, inevitably hitting the seaweed-infested ocean floor. The Prince of Wales. Weighing 35,000 tons, it was completed in April 1941. In August that year, the meeting between Churchill and Roosevelt took place on this very deck. Where is Great Britain, the country that takes so much pride in its navy? In the Dutch East Indies, parachute troops first descent on Celebes, 11th of January. On the 11th of January, our troops decided to launch a surprise attack on Celebes, the fortress residing in the South Pacific, in order to defeat the enemy that was fortified in the Dutch East Indies. Our Air Force, responsible for transporting our soldiers, flying in a large but neat formation, with silver wings proudly on display, headed towards Celebes Island and to the enemy's military base. Our photographer, Mr. Homer, got some of the action of this memorable operation by acting as newsman for the Department of the Navy and managed to record this historical battle on film. The moment when our air transport reached the sky directly above the target, many gigantic blossoms opened all at once. Pure white parachutes opened beautifully and descended from the blue sky one by one. This was the historical moment when our paratroops became the front line for the first time in the Greater East Asia War. Our troops defeated what remained of the enemy here before traveling further inland to neutralize the remaining enemy units under the order of the unit leader. Thus, the decisive parachute operation, a feat unparalleled in the history of the Greater East Asia War, was executed successfully and with brilliance. The Battle of the Java Sea, 4th of February. On the 4th of February, the airmen of the Imperial Navy discovered that the enemy's main warships were patrolling the seas near the Dutch East Indies, 30 nautical miles south of the Java Sea. They were immediately attacked by our forces, with a notable casualty being the state-of-the-art cruiser De Ruyter, pride of the Dutch Navy, which made its way to the bottom of the ocean along with 3 other warships. Houston, the flagship of the American Asiatic Fleet, was also sunk. The enemy's fleet sustained constant attack from our forces, especially the main fleet in the Dutch East Indies, which was taking numerous casualties. Soon after, news of the death of Hart, Commander-in-Chief of the Southwest Pacific Area Allied Fleet, was reported. Thus, the seas immediately below the equator played host to a key battle in this war. This is a live recording from the Battle of the Java Sea, clearly indicating the exact moment when the enemy fleet was completely overcome.